Blendiful. Oh my god, what's going on? Yeah. Hello? Hello? Are you okay, Tro?
Hello and welcome back to my channel. So, as you saw by the title, I did purchase the Blendiful from Tati. And I was skeptical about this, just like everybody else. Is this going to work? Or is this just a gimmick? I mean, part of me did believe it would work because, I mean, she knows a lot about makeup and she's really good at what she does and she's always trying things. And if you actually kind of study a little bit about the makeup industry, you'll see that many use these pads in their, especially like professionals, they use these pads when they're doing model makeup and all that stuff. And so I was like, okay, should I try it? Should I not? And I did. I went ahead and ordered it, and I was like, I saw two friends of mine, they used it, and I'm like, okay, these are very skeptical girls. So if they're happy with it, then I need to try it out and see if I'm happy with it. So let's go ahead and show the process of this. I added a few more steps that are not in her steps just because I've seen other girls do it, and I figured if it worked for one thing that she mentioned, that Tati mentioned, then obviously it should work for the other things. So I added a little extra so you guys could see. So without further ado, let's get into the do. So I'm going to be using the Tasha Silk Canvas Primer, and as you can tell, she's very well loved. And basically step 1 says banish the appearance of pores and fine lines by using a pressing motion with a blurring primer. So this is the blurring primer, so I'm going to dab in there and then I'm just going to dab and press. Okay, so step 2 is foundation, and I'm going to use a favorite of mine that normally never disappoints me. So step 2 says easily glide on foundation with a sweeping and or buffing motion to achieve a flawless and airbrush look. All right, so here we go. Holy crap. Okay, some people were talking about lines, you know, smearing. I don't see none of that. I think maybe they went in too much with foundation. I always recommend any product. I don't care what product it is. Always start with a little bit. And at first I thought I might have had too much, but no. So I'm going to put a few more dots here just to get a little more coverage. And this is so far what the Blendiful is looking like. Any excess on my finger, I like to always, you know, put it on. If I have a beauty blender, and I kid you not, I have it here as backup to save my, you know, in case this went to hell. But I'm going to dab here because I did put, what do you call it? The LA Girl, Pro Conceal in Peach, because I have real bad dark circles. So I need to do that, not just with the concealer. Now I'm going to put it like this to try to get here in the center. And that's kind of hard to buff in a circular motion. So I'm just going to do this. I did my brows before the fact. Oh my God. I ain't going to lie to you guys. I'm a little in shock. I was not thinking this was going to work. But then I'm like, Tati really knows her stuff. So I'm like, this has to work. So, okay, so far, let's go to step 3. Okay, I'm looking a little crazy because I'm trying to save time. So I applied some of the Jeffree concealer. This one is in C10. It's a little too light, so I'm mixing it with the Boing from Benefit number 5. So step 3, I can't talk today. Use the pointed tip to easily lay down a smooth and even amount of concealer where precision is needed. So by looking at her picture, she is still using the same corner, but I'm gonna try to use a different corner just in case. Maybe I should have used the other side. I don't know. Like, should we just do it like she's using the same one? I'm here like, okay. So let's use the same one. Why not? Okay, here we go. Okay, so next is contour. This is like my favorite contour. I don't have any cream contours. Can you believe that? Like I used to have one, but it was too in the reddish or orange department and it just didn't look good on me. So I ended up gifting it. But I'm going to use this and hope for the best. This says, step 4 contour says folding in half around your finger. So I have it around my finger, folding in half. I'm going to try to be using like this right here. So, you know, I'm not going to let this part touch me. It says using your fold around your finger, use a stripping motion to pick up and lay down the contour to the angles of your face, then slowly buff out. Okay, gosh, wish me luck. Oh, okay, I definitely picked up. You can see right there. So I'm not going to put too much because I like to start. Okay. Oh, okay. And then buff. So I'm going to try to lay it down and then I'm going to try to buff. And I'm using a powder, so. Okay, I see you, boo. All right, I'm not going to talk so I could fast forward. I'm gonna be bold and I'm gonna try to contour my nose. So let's see, I just put a little bit like this and I'm holding it nice and tight. And I'm just gonna go like this. Oh, okay. You contour and then just smooth out. What's not bad? That's not bad. I'm actually gonna throw this in. This is not in the steps, but I'm gonna bronze and see how it goes. Why not? Let's try this out. So I had it this way. Now I'm kind of gonna hold it this way so I can get this part just to, you know, bronze. Oh, Jesus, I think that was too much. So I'm gonna just lightly press, you know. Oh, okay, that's nice. That's working. And mind you, I haven't set my face. There's no powder, so we're like not for nothing. This set the foundation pretty nice. That I'm like, do I even need powder? Okay. Oh, I'm very bronzed, ain't I? All right. So step 5 is powder. Okay, and it says to dip it in your favorite powder and use a patting motion to lay down product for an airbrush locked in finish. So I'm going to use, let's use this one. I'm going to use this corner right here and I'm just going to dab it into my favorite and kind of like dab a little bit so I don't have like too much product and then just lay it down. And I'm going to actually lay it all over so I can set my face. I'm gonna try an extra step with you guys since I actually have this corner without anything. I saw a friend of mine put blush on, so I'm gonna try it because I mean it worked pretty nice for her. So I'm gonna start lightly like that, and then I'm just gonna dab it. Oh my god, what the heck? This is amazing. I got shut up. The next step is going to be highlighter, so stay tuned. So the last step, step 6, is highlighter. And she says, taking an angled side, dab on cream or powder highlighter to the places you want to glow. And mind you, she's using this little one, which can be used to, you know, throughout the day to take away oils, you know, like, because some people dip this into powder and then they like, you know, keep it with them the whole day. And you don't have to, you can just use it straight like that. But she does have a picture right next to it. So I said, why not? So I'm going to go into my Jacqueline, the Flash. I actually love this one. And I'm going to just mix these two right here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and dab on the places that I normally put my highlighter in. And believe it or not, when I do highlighter, I'm going very subtle, guys. I actually like to take my beauty blender and I like to go ahead and dab my highlighter. It tends to help it, you know, like penetrate a little bit more, and it makes it look more natural. Wow. Okay, I think I put too much up here. So if you ever do that, just use one side that doesn't have it and like smooth it out. And of course, when I go ahead and I put the setting spray, it's gonna definitely help. I'm gonna just use a little bit of these two light ones just for right here, which tends to be like where I highlight, where I make it a little bit more popping. Let's try the nose. Oh, nice. Okay, let's try it right here. No, I see you, boo. I see you. I usually just dab into all of them. I like that. Let's do the chin. Let's dab all. And do the chin. Whoa, that's intense. That's intense, I tell you. Okay. So this look, you guys didn't see it, but it's gonna be in another video that I'm gonna have. It's a little tribute to Kobe Bryant and his daughter, and the other 7 people that passed away in that horrific crash on Sunday. I'm gonna be putting a little number 9. Everybody's using like a 24 or 2, you know, like the numbers that were their numbers. Even though I wasn't a Lakers fan. I like my Knicks. Yes, I know that sucks, but I like them. Okay, I was a New Yorker through and through, and but regardless of that, it's still a life loss. So I doing a video on that, so definitely check it out so you can see how I created this look. Look you can use anywhere, but it's definitely the Lakers colors, and in that one you're going to see that I'm going to put a little design, so go ahead and take a look at it. But let's talk about these Blendifuls. I am very, very, very impressed. Okay, I'm impressed. Like everything that I used for it, here it is completely, you know, Date. And it's not that dirty, believe it or not. Like, it's not that dirty. You can see the contour, the bronzer, the foundation, the concealer. Over here was the blush, and this was the powder to set it. And of course, you can take this and fold it over, and you can use that other side, which I'll probably be doing. Even though, to believe it or not, this side is still usable. So I'm going to check that out. With this little one, as you saw, I applied the highlighter, and I did a very nice job. You know, obviously it's not gonna get rid of my lines, my wrinkles, but you know, it diminished them and made them look a little bit better. It definitely pushed in all the makeup that I applied. The pores do look very good. Like, they're not like I normally see them, but this is my first time try. I'm gonna definitely try again until you find that perfect technique. But those steps that she talked about, are amazing. Definitely follow it. But I did pretty much everything she talked about. I just added a few extra steps like the bronzer and the blush. Those were not steps that were on there. I actually wanted to try, and you know what? Let's try it. I wanted to try to see if I can, with a corner, like put a little bit of highlight. So let's go ahead with this little tip of this little heart and just try to see if I could pop in there. Oh yeah, okay. And you know, make it pop, and maybe even go here and put it. Oh, okay, that works. Okay, guys. So there's another step live and in action for you with the Blendiful. I actually really enjoyed this. I ain't gonna lie to you. I loved it. I'm definitely gonna be using it again. So far, I do recommend it. I'm gonna use it a few more times. Definitely check out my Instagram. I will be, I always, you know, put everything there. But if you watch any of my videos from here on, I'll definitely be using this because this was really good. Depending on what it is, if I am like testing out a foundation without, which I want to do with you guys as well, I'll definitely use this. But most of the time I'm just showing eye looks, so I don't show all my process. But if you want to see that, please let me know down below. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit like, and please don't forget to subscribe and hit that little notification bell so you are notified when I upload next. Okay, I know how excited you get. Oh no. Well, some of you. Other than that, remember that there is a positive in every negative. So, you know, keep your chin up. And like always, I will provide you a nice little positive quote to keep you going, because you know what? We need more positive in this world. And I'm going to try to be that person for you. Everything that I use, I always put it in my description below. So go ahead and take a look at it. But I use 3 of Dominique Cosmetics palette. Love her palettes. If you've never tried any, try the one that calls you the most. You will love it and want the rest. That's what happened to me. All right, you all take care and have a great one.